Have you ever walked away from a conversation and thought, wait, was that just being friendly? Or was that something more? You replay their smile. You replay the pause before they replied. You replay the way they said your name. Here's the strange part. Most people don't hide attraction on purpose. They hide it emotionally, but their brain leaks it through behavior. And today, you're about to learn the 7 psychological signs that someone might be secretly attracted to you, even when they're trying really hard not to show it. But be careful, because once you notice these patterns, you can't unsee them. Introduction. Why this matters. Attraction isn't just about flirting, confidence, or bold moves. In real life, especially at work, university, gyms, cafes, or friend groups, people often suppress romantic interest because of fear, social rules, or past rejection. Psychology shows us that when emotions are blocked, micro-behaviors take over. And that's what this video is about. Not guessing, not wishful thinking, but learning how human behavior quietly reveals what the heart is trying to hide. Sign number 1. Their attention accidentally locks onto you. Here's the first hidden sign. You notice that their attention seems to drift, but somehow it always drifts back to you. Not in an obvious way, more like background focus. The psychology behind it. When someone is emotionally attracted, your brain becomes a priority stimulus. Even in a noisy environment, their attention system unconsciously tracks you. It's not stalking, it's selective awareness. Your presence activates their emotional radar. Real-life example. You're at a friend's birthday dinner. They're talking to everyone, laughing, scrolling their phone, but every time you speak, their head subtly turns. They react faster to your jokes. They remember something you mentioned weeks ago. Not because they're polite, because emotionally, you stand out. But wait, there's a hidden layer to this. Sign number 2. Their body reacts before their words do. Watch the body, not the sentences. The psychology behind it. Our nervous system responds to attraction faster than conscious thought. When someone feels drawn to you, their body tends to lean in slightly, open their posture, angle their torso toward you, mirror your movements without realizing it. This is called unconscious synchrony. It happens when your brain feels psychologically safe and emotionally engaged. Real-life example. You're sitting in a cafe doing work. You cross your legs. A few seconds later, they cross theirs. You lower your voice. They lower theirs. It doesn't feel copied. It feels connected. Sign number 3. They find soft reasons to stay near you. This one is very subtle. Very subtle. The psychology behind it. Attraction increases what psychologists call proximity-seeking behavior. But when someone doesn't want to reveal interest, the brain creates logical excuses to satisfy emotional urges. Real-life example. They suddenly choose the desk next to yours. They walk the long way out when you're walking too. They don't say, "Oh, I needed to grab water anyway," but emotionally, you were the real reason. Sign number 4. Their eye contact has a strange rhythm. Not too much, not too little, just different. The psychology behind it. Attraction increases emotional arousal, and eye contact is one of the strongest emotional regulators humans have. So when someone is secretly attracted, their eyes often show a pattern. They look at you, they hold it a moment too long, then they break away quickly, because staying feels intense. Real-life example. You're talking one-on-one after class or after work. You lock eyes. For a second, it feels heavy, not awkward. Then they look away fast, smile, and touch their face or neck. That tiny break is emotional self-control, not boredom. Sign number 5. They remember the small, useless details about you. This is one of the most emotionally honest signs. The psychology behind it. When the brain feels emotionally invested, memory becomes selective. Neutral information fades. Emotion-linked information sticks. Real-life example. You once mentioned you hate loud bars. 2 weeks later, they say, Let's go somewhere quiet. I remember you don't really like loud places. You never told them it mattered, but to them, you mattered enough to store it. Sign number 6. They tease you but protect you at the same time. Here's where attraction gets confusing. The psychology behind it. Playful teasing activates social bonding systems, but when attraction exists, teasing becomes emotionally protective, not dismissive. It's light, it avoids real insecurity, and it stops instantly if you seem uncomfortable. Real-life example. They joke about your terrible coffee choice, but when someone else mocks you more aggressively, they jump in. They change the topic, they soften the tone, they subtly defend you, because emotionally, you're not neutral territory. Sign number 7. They act different with you than with everyone else. This is the most important one, so listen closely. The psychology behind it. Attraction creates emotional role differentiation. In simple words, your brain treats the person you're drawn to as a special category, so your behavior shifts even if your personality stays the same. Real-life example. They're confident and loud with others, but with you, they slow down, they listen more, they soften their voice, they become more real. It's not nervousness, it's emotional exposure. And here's the part most people misunderstand. If someone treats you exactly like everyone else, there usually is no emotional tension. Difference is the clue. But wait, there's one uncomfortable truth hiding underneath all of these signs. You can notice every behavior on this list and still misread the situation. Why? Because attraction signals are not promises, they're emotional leaks. Attraction doesn't always look bold. Most of the time, it looks like hesitation, soft attention, emotional restraint, and tiny behavioral shifts no one else notices. The real skill is not spotting one sign, it's noticing patterns over time. One moment can lie, behavioral consistency rarely does. So here's the question I want you to think about. Is there someone in your life who suddenly feels emotionally different around you, but has never actually said anything? Drop a comment below. I'm curious, what sign from today's list felt uncomfortably familiar? And if you want more videos that decode human behavior, emotional patterns, and hidden psychology, make sure you subscribe for more brain insights. Because once you understand how people really think, your relationships start to change in ways you never expected. Brain Insights.